Well, hey, family, a family that prays together stays together. This is story time, just to encourage someone. In 2016, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and not to make the story long, but in getting the diagnosis and going through the treatment of chemo, um, it was a journey. Was not the easiest journey, but when you're focusing on getting through it and praying and having faith, you don't really look at all of the journey. And for me, in fact, honestly, it wasn't until several years later, and I would say more so this year, that I honestly could verbalize how much I hated that test in my life. I did not like it. If I never had to do it, that's fine, but I know that there was a divine purpose behind it. But prior to being diagnosed with breast cancer and going through that journey, I was working on a bachelor's degree. And I just could not do it with the schedule of the chemo and trying to work and going through all of that with my family. And just that was a journey for us. And so went through the chemo, went through the treatments, and it really took some time to get myself back into being able to even feel rested and having some energy. And so the first time I tried to go back, I was unable to complete and had to withdraw from the classes. But my testimony of encouragement to you is that I kept persevering. And when I felt mentally and emotionally ready, I went back to school. And I am just wanting again to encourage someone. Sometimes you have to stop along the way because you need that moment to get yourself together, or you're not ready. But God is so kind, He is so good. And that's why this week I've just had this overwhelming just moments where I just stop to cry and tell God how thankful I am that He brought me through that and through every test. But my testimony is that as I just finished an assignment for my classes, I'm taking two classes, and I have literally 11 weeks, and I will be completed with my bachelor's degree, Bachelor's of Science in Industrial Organization Psychology. God has been faithful. He has continued to bless and to sustain and to maintain. So you may have had some bumps along the road, but I'm here to tell you that God did it for me, and He will do it for you. All He requires from you is to trust Him. I had to trust Him through the process. And when I was first diagnosed, I remember saying to God after I cried, I said, Lord, I am going to go through this for someone who is not able to handle this if they receive the news. And God brought us through it. He brought my husband through the journey with me, my children, my family and friends. I could not have asked for a more supportive group. Best cousin ever, Jasmine, was there. I'm so thankful. And I encourage you, if you feel like you're not going to make it, keep your trust in God. Keep believing. Keep pushing. Maybe you don't have a sickness, but you're feeling discouraged because you're like, God, it seems like every time I'm coming out, something else happens. But there is purpose behind everything that we deal with. And here's the difference. You got to know when it's you that's causing it and when it's God that has a divine purpose behind it. When you know that there's a divine purpose from God behind it, you know that you're going to come through. And even when we do some things that causes it on ourselves, when we repent to God and we're truly sorry and repentant in our heart, you come through it as well. So I am so excited, and I'm just overwhelmed with a heart of thanksgiving and an attitude of gratitude. God bless you. God bless you. Have a great evening.